Hey guys, this is another pick a card reading. This is how to let go. So choose from piles 1, 2 or 3. You can go to more than one pile if you feel the need to. If you did want a personal reading with me, distant Reiki healing or coaching session, please contact me via my emails or feel free to reach out to me on my social medias and let me know down in the comment section what you think, how it's helped, or any additional feedback. Anyway guys, let's get started with your reading. So this is how to let go. So first off, I'm picking up quite a few different stories here. So the first one I'm picking up, this might just be for one or two of you. Please only take it if it applies. So how to let go. What I'm picking up on for one of you is, here we have the Empress, and she is pregnant. She's holding her belly. And I feel like for someone that's watched this reading, you might have recently gone through a miscarriage, and I feel like you're struggling, and you might not be telling people. I'm also picking up on postpartum depression for some of you. Now, there are facilities out there where you can reach out to them. Even if you feel like you can't reach out, please reach out to someone. No, you are not alone. There are services out there for people that are experiencing what you may be going through, that can help support you through this trying time. If you feel you can't reach out to someone, if you just need someone to speak to, then feel free to reach out to me. Obviously, I'm not I'm not like a professional service in terms of in that particular area, but if you do want someone to talk to, then feel free. But if not, please speak to someone around you that can be understanding towards your needs, or even just, you know, write a letter to that little soul that you lost, or you know, to your younger self. Whatever it is that you need to do, just know that there are available services out there if you are particularly struggling with those two things. If you have experienced those, I'm not predicting that you would have already gone through it if this is your message. For others of you, so we have the Three of Swords. So how to let go. What is it that is still within your heart that you keep replaying over? What is it within your heart that really hurts? You think about it and your heart literally hurts. I was reading a study the other day, and it basically said when we experience certain trauma within our life, it can actually rewire the brain patterning within our mind. So we associate pain with certain things and experiences, so it makes it harder for us to actually let go, and it can cause physical symptoms within the body. And I feel like for this group, you might be experiencing some of that, something you might have repressed and held on to. It's so far kind of stuck in your heart that it's left there. What I'm hearing for you guys is, now is the time to pull those swords out. If it's something that happened to you in the past, then it is time to pull those swords out. If you look at what's on the card, we have a book. I feel like investing in certain books for this group will help you to release whatever those swords are. It could be a breakup, it could be something from childhood, it could be, some of you might need to go and speak to a therapist or a counsellor. It depends what is your situation. But you can pull these swords out, and they're ready to be released now. So working on your heart chakra, YouTube heart chakra meditations, do guided ones if you struggle with meditation. It's going to really help your heart. Even just placing your hand on your heart and saying, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. Say it to yourself 3 times every single day for the next 21 days. And it will start to slowly reprogram your subconscious mind to become a conscious thought, so you then believe it. I've just seen 444 on the clock. Please look up that angel number to take additional advice. We also have a lot of red energy here. So red is the root chakra. So something for some of you could have happened in your childhood, in your home. Some of you may have experienced certain abuse, mental, emotional, neglect and physical. And if you are still struggling with this to this day, it's okay to reach out for help, like a counsellor or a therapist. Or maybe follow groups online that can support people that have experienced certain things you have experienced. So if you did grow up in a home where you experienced some sort of a physical abuse or mental abuse, basically what it does is it stays with you until you release it, until you heal from it. And it's not, you know, one shoe doesn't fit all. It takes time to heal from that kind of situation. But there's something kind of here. There's, your heart is blocked, and I'm hearing your root chakra is also blocked, and there is a need to address something that happened to you, for some of you, in your childhood. If it isn't childhood, for some of you it could be a breakup, it could have been recent. Now is the time to let go and surrender that connection and just trust what is meant for you will come back to you if it is meant for you. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you may have imposter syndrome or fear of failure. And what I'm hearing is you need to let go of that. You need to work on those limiting beliefs that are holding you back, because you can be successful. You can go after your dreams. You can go after your happiness. Whatever happened here in your past, it is preventing you from moving forward to what it is that you actually want. Here is the sun. The sun is there. The sun is trying to lead you. Go towards the light. Go towards the sun. Do a candle ritual if you need to. Do a candle release spell. You can use a black and purple candle and light those candles and bind them together with a piece of string. And whatever it is that you need to release it if you want to do it that way. And as you light these candles, you set that intention of, right, I'm releasing whatever it is you want to release. And as they burn down, you feel it release from your energetic body and you let it go. For some of you, it might be a case of writing down what it is that you want to let go of, and then just burning it, or ripping it up, and putting it into water, like a running stream kind of thing. The Empress is the number 3, and then you've got the 3 of Swords. So you've got 2 3s. 33 may be significant. Some of you, something may have happened on the 3rd month or when you was 33, or you might be life path 3 or soul expression 3. I also see here there's apples. So some of you might have had food issues, particularly that started when, I'm hearing the ages 10, 12 or 11. Some of you might have been 15 and gone through some sort of an eating disorder. What I'm hearing is you will overcome this. You are worthy enough and you are good enough. I'm also seeing there's protection spirits around you. There's a lot of animals here. We've got a cat, we've got a dog, we've got another cat. Some of you might have 2 cats. We also have a crow, or it might be a raven. Books is going to be really significant for this group. Invest in books, an online course to deal with certain things. Some of you might want to look into a coaching course as well for yourself. And as you learn this coaching, it will help you deal with certain limiting beliefs within yourself, so you can then release them. We also have the Ace of Cups. When it came out reversed. So I feel like you guys have possibly experienced some sort of unrequited love. Or maybe in your childhood you felt you wasn't lovable because your caregivers didn't give you the love that you deserved. There's a saying, hurt people, and it's very true. But you are not them, and you are not your experiences, and you are not that person that hurt you. You are better than that. Not in an ego way. You are a more loving, compassionate soul, and it's about time that you believe that. Even write it on your mirror in lipstick, write it down in a notepad, write it down on your phone storage, the notes. Reiterate that to yourself every single day as much as you need to. You are lovable and you are complete, no matter what your experiences have been. You are not your experiences, you are not your trauma, you are not what happened to you. You are you, and you are perfect as you are. You are you, and you are perfect as you are. Anyway, guys, also you can work with rose quartz. It's a very healing crystal for the heart chakra and forgiveness and any sort of trauma. Also, kunzite, something like that. If you YouTube it, the crystal will come up. That's really good for working through ancestry trauma, past life trauma, childhood trauma, all of that. It's very good for that. Yeah, guys. Grounding exercises would also be very good for you guys. So going out onto hilltops, into fields, not woodlands, fields. An open field I feel like would help you guys. Open spaces are going to be really good for you guys. You don't want to be in small areas. I feel like it might, some of you might not like small areas. So going out into open places, fields and stuff with horses is going to be really beneficial for you guys. And if you need to cry, because the water coming out of the cup, if you need to cry, it's okay to cry. If you cry for a whole day, if you cry for a whole week, if you cry for a whole month, if you need to cry every single day, allow yourself that release, because it's going to help you. You're a survivor. You're a warrior. You're not a victim. You're a warrior. Now remember that. Anyway, guys, right, I'm going to move on to group 2. If you found this resonates, please let me know down in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe. Remember to turn the bell on so you get notified every time I upload. If you'd like a personal reading with me, coaching or Reiki healing, please contact via my email or my social medias. Have a beautiful, lovely, blessed day, guys. Bye-bye. So this is group 2. This is how to let go. So we have the Hermit. So you need a period on your own. You need some time to yourself. You need some time in meditation and reflection. I feel like this group needs to do some shadow work. You can literally look up YouTube, Google or YouTube shadow work, how to do shadow work or shadow work prompts, and you could start with, when that person does this and I react in that way, why do I react in that way? Or certain things that are happening within your life that you don't like, why don't you like it? What is it triggering? Does it trigger something from the past, or is it a present moment thing? You know, what's being mirrored back to you? What's happening within your life and your situation that you don't like? And how can you resolve it? Sometimes we have to look between the lines in order to see something more clearly. Things aren't always as they appear, particularly for this group. Here we have a man by a campfire. Sorry, no, we have a woman. We have a woman by a campfire, just meditating with this fire. Some of you might be called to work with shamanism or go see a shaman if you feel your soul has been fragmented, and they can do like a soul retrieval for you, or you can of course YouTube that, or you can even look into a fire, light a fire in a safe, place, or get one of those little cauldrons where you can do a fire in a safe place, of course. And you basically watch the fire and you watch the smoke, and then you'll start to see images. You can do that as a way to pull apart certain shadow aspects of yourself and look at them clearly, to then integrate them and understand them. We can only integrate parts of ourselves and our psyche when we understand it. I feel like this group might have been living in extremes. You've been living in quite an imbalanced way or a mindset. Some of you might actually have some sort of mental health diagnoses, like bipolar or BPD. And what I'm hearing is, you're not that label. Just because you've been diagnosed as that, don't identify as someone problematic. Don't identify as someone bad just because you have mental health issues. That's okay. You can't help it, but you can help yourself. So you can't help the diagnosis, but you can help yourself. You don't have to identify as something just because someone calls you something. And you also don't have to perceive it as a bad thing, as long as you know how to get out of the certain pitfalls of certain illnesses. Meditation and mindfulness would be really good for this group, particularly meditation. Working with the element fire as well. You could even do breath work, breath of fire, YouTube breath of fire. That is really good for cleansing out your mind, body and spirit. It does like certain things in the body, and it regenerates things within the body. I don't know how to explain it properly, but I feel like that would be really good for you guys. 8 and 9 might be significant for you. We also have the lion, so I feel like the lion energy is around you. Some of you might be Leo or have predominant Leo within your chart, Sun, Moon or Rising or Mercury or Venus actually, or it might be your MC. Working with the energy of the lion would help you guys, particularly when you're having dark and down days. The Strength is a card of self-mastery. Like if you see in the back, she's walking away from this. She's just created this storm, right? She's just created it, but she's walking away from it with her lion who's licking her hand. And like, she doesn't care that this storm is there. But what I'm hearing for you guys, if you've been numbing out, that's not for your highest good. That won't be for all of you either. But she's just left this storm in the past and she's going, I'm just walking on with my lion. I don't care. If some of you have been numbing out with drink or drugs, it's not going to help in the long run. I know you may feel, for some of you, that you have no other option and what is going on is too painful. But sometimes we have to go through the darkness to understand the lessons to then get through them. Things that numb us out aren't the way forward. You know, it may not be drink or drugs for all of you. It could be other addictive behaviours. It could be binge watching Netflix. It could be, you know, it's doing anything in excess to the detriment of your health. So we also have here the black hat, and for me the black hat is in witchcraft. It's all about, you know, being true to yourself and not being afraid of persecution. So maybe you need to let go of some sort of persecution that you've had within your life. Growing up, maybe you were persecuted, maybe you were the black sheep, maybe you didn't fit in. That's okay, but do you have to identify as that label anymore? Because you don't. I feel like black is your guys' colour, so wearing a lot of black will help to protect you. Then we have the Page of Swords. What truth do you need to speak? What truth needs to be spoken? There's a young person in your aura field as well. This could be your inner child that is slightly blocked. So how to let go, work with your inner child, do something fun that as a child you loved. Or if you didn't get to experience joy as a child, as an adult now, what would bring you joy that is helpful and healthy to you? What can you do to bring you joy? I keep hearing, right, someone, architecture, being around nature and trees, working with nature, activism. That's not for all of you, of course. And then here we've got books, so anything to do with books. Writing books. Writing might be very good for this group. And if you've got a book to get, they say, right, everyone's got a book within them. It's just a matter of applying yourself. Writing a page of, writing a page once a day. And then after a year, that's 365 days, you've got a full book. Of course, it doesn't have to be that long. There is a book within each and every one of us. I feel like for this group, that will be something that helps you, because at the end of the day, you do have the Hermit. It's all about self-reflection and going on a journey of enlightenment, going into your cave to understand something about yourself. Then we have the Five of Swords, and it's a card of conflict and ego and battles, but it could also be within yourself. You could have had that dynamic with a parent figure where you kind of spoke up and you wasn't heard, and that's been taken as part of your psyche, and that there's something hidden within your shadow self that's repressed, and it's to do with your voice. It's to do with your self-esteem as well. The strength is all about self-mastery and self-esteem. This group definitely you need to reflect. So I'm seeing a lot of green energy as well. So working with any sort of green colours would help this group. Particularly eating a lot more green spinach and kale or cabbage or anything like that would be really beneficial. I'm also hearing if someone's just started taking an iron supplement, carry on taking that because it is going to help. Also working with the hematite crystal will help to ground this group, and it will help restore your energy. I'm hearing surrender. There's a lot of surrender that needs to take part in this group. 100% work with lion spirit. Google lion spirit. The spiritual meaning of the lion. I feel like this group might have been getting quite frustrated at people or themselves, and there's a need to cut through that truth of the situation. Gain self-mastery. Be the better person, but for yourself. I feel like this group, some of you might be in the habits of people pleasing, but what I'm hearing is right now you need to please yourself first. Go into hermit mode if you can, even if that's just the case of a 10-minute guided meditation daily. If that's all you can do, if you've got children, if you've got work, I'm sure you can spare 10 minutes. Right when you wake up or right before bed would be the best time. Working with affirmations would be really good for this group, or subliminals, which can reprogram the conscious and the subconscious mind if you've been dealing with a lot of limiting beliefs or a lot of blocks. And if you've had a recent conflict with someone, I do see that healing in the new year, in January. End of January, the last week of January. I'm also hearing, because of the sword, I just keep seeing King Arthur's sword, and the truth that brings. So maybe you want to look into King Arthur's story, Arthur of Avalon. I can't remember what the sword was called, but I feel like there's something within that story for you guys to read about. It might give you some sort of inspiration, and it will certainly help you to let go. But yeah, anyway guys, let me know down in the comment section if you found this resonates. Please like, share and subscribe. Remember to turn the bell on so you get notified every time I upload. And if you'd like a personal reading, distant Reiki healing or coaching session with me, please contact via my email or reach out on my social medias. Have a beautiful, lovely day guys. Bye bye. So this is group 3. This is how to let go. So first off, we have 2 mirroring cards. We have the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So you've got 2 King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of masculine energy here. So for some of you, you might need to let go of a father figure in your life that has been quite narcissistic towards you, that hasn't been given to you, that hasn't been very nice to you. If that is your message, then you're going to know it's your message. Only take that if it applies. But if someone has been belittling you or bullying you, it's time to let them go. It's a male figure. I'm strongly picking up on father. or it could be someone you have children with. It could be someone from your past. It's a strong masculine energy, which could also be a female, but the traits are very masculine. The energy is very masculine. It's someone you need to let go of. I feel like for some of you might have had experienced some financial instability in your finances, and there is a need to budget, and there is a need to formulate a plan so you can earn more and save your money to be in a better financial situation, particularly if you've been struggling. I'm also hearing for this group, if you need to reach out to a food bank, please do. There's no shame in that. If you need to eat, you need to eat. Right, so then we have the Five of Swords art. So you might be called to watch group 2. Yeah, so this group, there's conflict with another person. If they're not in your physical present moment, you might be holding on to some sort of person from your past. Again, this could be anyone. It could be romantic, it could be friendship, it could be family, and you're holding on to some sort of resentment. There's a need to let go of this resentment. I feel like this group lost. Not that things are about winning or losing, but I feel like whoever this person is that you had the conflict with, I think they're someone quite egotistical, someone quite all for themselves, someone quite arrogant and just self-absorbed. They put themselves first, but they put themselves above others, and they see others as inferior to them. That's not great energy to be around. That's also not great energy to hold within yourself. Every time you think about that person, you're holding their energy. I'm hearing doing a cord cutting would be very good for this group. I feel like whoever this person or situation was, it created a lot of pain for you, and that's why it's still in your aura field. That's why you're still holding on to it. I'm also hearing for this group, it could have anything that has happened over the last 5 years. This character could have been present in your life 5 years ago, or it's happened within the last 5 years, whatever this is. Working with the colours red and purple will also help you. Purple is a very good colour of protection if you feel you need protection. We also here have, I think it's a cow. Is it a cow or a bull? So I feel like looking up that animal will help you guys. It will help you get grounded. It will help you get rooted. I'm also hearing it's going to be there as a protection symbol. Some of you might have been in third-party situations because there's 3 people here. What I'm hearing is, let that go. You are worth more. Third party can be anything. It could be, you're going to know it if it's your situation. Third party can just be, it can be being involved with someone that has another person, or it could be someone that is like a workaholic, or there's just another third interference. If you're unhappy, leave. This person, this situation, I'm strongly picking up that it's a person, or it's just someone that is still held in your aura field. Cord cutting. I just keep hearing cord cutting. We also have the moon. So pay attention. Pay attention to when the full moon is. I believe it's on, I think it's the 4th or the 2nd. I can't remember. Right, here we have the cat, and then we have the jaguar, the black jag, or black panther. So working with that animal will help you guys. There's something that's been hidden from you. It could be within your own psyche. I'm hearing for this group, how to let go, tap into your intuition. When we have a full moon, tap into your intuition then. When we do a full moon ritual, also working with water, you can do divination. Working with water, you can basically do scrying. On the full moon, go outside and allow the moon to reflect within the water, and then see what kind of comes out for you, and Keep a notepad and pen and write it down, and it's going to really help you release this situation. If you can't do that for whatever reason, you can just do the water within your home. Or if you don't want to do that, lighting a candle and then just gazing into the candle's flame and then see what comes through for you. It's going to help you with whoever this person represents. For some of you, if you need to let a friend go because for some of you, they're a bit of a bully and they're not a very nice person. That's not for all of you. But if this is your message, take it as it applies. If you feel someone doesn't have your best interests, it's time to let them go. We can give people warnings, but how many warnings do you have to give before you realise that you actually deserve better? What I'm hearing for this group, you do deserve better than that person, that group of friends, that situation. There's more for you out there. Release who or what does not serve you. I'm also hearing to work on limiting beliefs surrounding money. So you could do money meditations, you can do money cleanses, all of that, or you just only have to look it up. Work on your beliefs surrounding money. So when you were growing up, who was around you and what was your financial situation like? Did you grow up in a home where you didn't have a lot of money? Where you maybe lived in poverty or you couldn't afford certain things, and now in your adult years you also live like that? It's because we adopt whoever is around us when we are children. It imprints on our subconscious mind, so we then adopt those beliefs and take them on as ours when they're not. So it's a matter of reprogramming that, particularly if you have had financial issues and difficulties. Because I'm hearing for this group, you are actually meant to be abundant, you are meant to be prosperous, you are meant to have a stable income, but also a couple of hundred to spare each month. Now that may take time to build, but it will be worth it in the end. There's something within your psyche as well, because we have the witch and the moon. It's the yin and the yang, isn't it? It's the light and the dark. It's the duality of things. There's something going on that I don't think you're seeing it totally clearly, but you will do. By this full moon coming, the next one, you're going to see something a lot more clearly. And it could also pertain to yourself, because here's a mirror image of a cat looking in the lake and seeing something that could be deemed as scary, but only it's a different aspect and part of itself. So what do you need to reflect on? Oh, mirror work. Mirror work would help you guys. It would help you to release. It would help you to let go. It would help you to gain a better self-awareness of yourself, but it will also help to reprogram any inferior thoughts that you may be having about yourself, and it will help you to just feel a lot more loving and compassionate towards yourself. I also keep seeing smoke, so working with sage or incense and just burning that around your home and around your aura will just help to clear out your auric field. Yeah, I think that's all I'm getting. Rabbits as well. I keep seeing rabbits. So from when you watch this reading to the next 6 months, something's going to bear fruit. Something's going to grow. But you need to do the groundwork now in order for this to come through. So it's going to take 6 months. If you've been working on something and you feel like you should let it go, don't. Because in 6 months you're going to bear fruit, is what I keep hearing. Or that idea that you haven't gone towards yet, release this, whatever it is, and go towards it. Because within 6 months, 6 months to the limit, but within that time frame, or even 6 months, is how long it's going to take for you to bear fruit, for this energy to come in. I literally just keep seeing rabbits, white rabbit. Maybe some of you want to watch Alice in Wonderland. Because if you watch that that film, the animated one, all is definitely not as it seems, and there's a clock. The time is not running out, guys. Even if you're a lot older, the time is not running out. But take the steps now, take the steps today. Take baby steps every single day. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm getting. Please like, share and subscribe. Remember to turn the bell on to be notified every time I upload. Let me know down in the comment section if it resonates. If you'd like a personal reading with me, Reiki session or coaching, then please contact via email or social medias. And have a beautiful, lovely day, guys. Bye-bye.